Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Goal positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Badgers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Baker. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Baker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They just keep firing. Pressure coming. He's got the back in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, TCU! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
To throw on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frog.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Hilton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. They're working that left side. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Baker. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
It's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set, try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secure first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Hey, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
The Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And they turn it into a defensive score.
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Under fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and
touchdown, Wisconsin! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up the first down, still moving. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly. Ringo, go. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw it. Throws to the back. Pulls it in.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To the air on 2nd down. Steps away. Running into the open space. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, TCU.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB. If you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Hilton. And the returner goes down. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. From the gun. got it in the middle. It's Etheridge. Across the 25, he's got room. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Rock! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating.
He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll throw on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Razor. Easy. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Etheridge. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Looking to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Got room on the return. The 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, TCU. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Quarterback making adjustments. The short hands, it's Rodgers. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing.
He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Hard Frogs.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, TCU!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. Touchdown! Touchdown, Horned Frog! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Handoff to the lone back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Just enough time to get off one more snap. Gonna swing it on second down. He wants to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hilton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And Talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 43. The run to the left. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Frog!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls.
The Badgers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. That return man thinking, guys, do not mess this up. I put it on the doorstep for you. It's 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it right, but if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they've been
all bottled up, and now the ball is free. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
It's a defense that plays with great effort. You saw it right there. Creating the fumble, jumping on the loose ball for a score. What a momentum-shifting play.
And he added the extra point. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick, and guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Hard running there. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Snap to the back. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hilton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll try the run, fighting off the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Hand off from the shotgun. He's in open space downfield. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking downfield, it's Gibson. Throws for the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Nice pick